Hello everyone. It's James again. And before I start today's video, sorry I've been away for a few days. However, it's nice to interact with you all in the comments section over the last couple of days. I hope everyone is doing well. You are on your purpose and healing and growing and bettering yourself. Now sadly today's video is really sad. And it shows the darkness and evil that is in society today. However, with that being said, we aren't just going to talk about the evil and sick event that just recently took place. But there are some things surrounding this alleged demon and what they allegedly did and the framework of narcissistic evil. And, you guessed it, the societal narcissist puppet masters. And it's something I've been meaning to talk about for a bit now. But it's kind of a sensitive topic. However, when I saw this news story, I had to speak up about this evil. And what is really happening in our society. And I will put some links for this news story in the box below, if you want to check them out. But what happened in this case was, this alleged demon allegedly was sitting next to a woman that was asleep on the subway in New York. When his stop came, he stood up and allegedly lit the sleeping woman on fire. He then allegedly calmly sat down at a bench right in front of the doors of the subway, and watched the woman covered in flames from head to toe start to stand up and take a couple of steps. Apparently a police officer walked by at this moment, and they tried to render aid and the flames were put out. But it was too late. She lost her life. So if this guy is the guy, he allegedly sat down to watch this woman burn. You just can't make this stuff up. Evil. Apparently the man allegedly got up and walked away and was later arrested as some high school kids reported seeing him and he was arrested. And it was reported that he is a migrant from Guatemala. Which quite possibly means, and I stress the word possibly, that he possibly crossed our borders illegally. Now this all circles back to narcissism and how most of us grew up. You see, the societal puppet masters use the same techniques as your narcissist mother or father. You may be in need of their help, but they give everything to the golden child, aka your narcissist sibling. But they give you less than nothing. Or your narcissist parent or parents will tell you they don't have money for school clothes for you. But they will blow a bunch of money on nonsense right in front of you. And then give some lame excuse how they were able to do such a thing all while being unable to afford to buy you new clothes for school. You see, one of the narcissist's ways they demoralize you is by not only putting people first and ahead of you, but they will do so with strangers and even people that might be bad individuals. All while you have to sit there and take it. Narcissist parents will also bring people that have bad intentions around their sons and daughters. There have been many of you that have told your own personal stories. That when growing up there was this really messed up friend that your narcissist parent used to bring around. And even though in some of your cases nothing happened, you look back now and realize how screwed up it was your narcissist parent brought this person around you. Well, it wasn't an accident. This is what these people do. Because they want to sow as much chaos and trauma in your life so they can feed upon your pain. And then gaslight you and tell you it never happened. So to digress, I was watching a Netflix series called Mr. Allen. And it's based off of the Zodiac deleter case. And it's regarding a family that lived near the main suspect in this case, named Arthur Lee Allen. Now I'm not going to get into if he was the Zodiac deleter or not, because there were other suspects that might be good fits for who it was. However, regardless if Arthur Lee Allen was or not, he was clearly still up to no good. And why this relates to what I'm saying is you could tell the mother of this family most likely knew Arthur Lee Allen was up to no good. Yet, she let her kids go off on these long trips with him and even at one point stay the night at his house. And all the while, the woman, the mother of these kids, would stick up for Mr. Allen. And not so much for her own children. And I got a strong vibe of this woman being a disordered type of woman. Now, I'm not diagnosing her. I'm just telling you the vibe I got from her. Which was the same vibe I got from my own mother. And by the way, these now grown children of this woman that spent time with Arthur Lee Allen have their own YouTube channel as well. One of the brothers sadly passed away. And interestingly enough, Arthur Lee Allen was at one time sent away to a reformatory type hospital for doing things he shouldn't have been doing, let's just say. And many years before, these children's father was sent to the same hospital for a similar offense. And who is the person there right in the center of it all? The mother. The reason why this relates to this case of this alleged demon allegedly lighting this woman on fire is narcissists love to bring people like this into your life. And then they will make excuses for them. And they will gaslight you and make you feel like you are making it all up. And somehow things aren't as bad as you say they are. And then when things get too far out of control, they can magically show up as the one that has the solution. Well, picture this household dynamic but done on a mass scale countrywide and even worldwide. As there are other countries going through this very problem right now. Because if the people that let all of these people come across the border unvetted will say they didn't know this would happen, I have to say I would have a very hard time believing them. Because I believe, and I could be wrong, but I believe that they knew exactly what type of people were going to be amongst the real asylum seekers. They knew demons like this guy behind me. Allegedly. Would sow chaos and fear even in places where people once felt safe. All the while giving them your money. Right in front of your face. Even when you are the one in need. All making you feel unloved. Uncared about. And unheard. And when the chaos hits a fevered pitch, the societal narcissist puppet masters would show up with a solution to keep everyone safe. Which would be more removal of your rights most likely. Because remember, the narcissist is usually 25 steps ahead of where you think they are at. And the last thing, and it's something I've been wanting to say for a while but I held it until now. But I think it needs to be said. I remember begging other family members about what was going on in my home. And I was made out to be a troublemaker and a problem child. But everything I said was going to happen with our family ended up happening. And you didn't have to be Nostradamus to see it. But yet, I was called all kinds of names. And how dare I go against my mother that loves us so much? But yet I never felt that love. And my mother was constantly putting others before me. Well, no matter if you like Donald Trump or you can't stand him. When he was talking several years ago about those crossing our borders, and the types of people that would be coming across, he was called every single name in the book. And he was turned into the villain in the media. But just like how I called what direction my family would go into and the problems we would have. And all of my predictions came to pass. And these were predictions I made at the age of 10 years old. And I was turned into a villain for them. And as an adult all of them happened. And they're just negative things I knew that were going to happen to us as a family because my mother was running everything into the ground, metaphorically speaking. But no matter if you like Trump or you can't stand him. And though I'm sure there are those that are coming across the border looking for a better life. But it seems there is a heck of a lot of crime that is coming right alongside of them. And even those that are honest, decent people. The horrors they have to suffer on their journey here at the hands of those from their own country that are evil to the core. Is just sickening. But when Trump stood up on that stage and said what would happen, he was called all kinds of names. Well, look. It happened. And every single day there are news stories after news stories. One more horrible than the next. Narcissists stick up for other narcissists. And they use other narcissists to ruin and hurt their children. And they love to sow chaos and evil. Well, the societal narcissists love to do the same exact thing. Just on a larger scale. Well, that's all I have for now. I will see what I can do about making another video today. It's a subscriber request. I've gotten a few. And I want to get at least one done today if I can. Again, thank you all for your support. I have a feeling this new year is going to bring a lot of wonderful things for all of us. And more videos to come. With that said, I do hope your day is blessed. And until next time, bye for now. And be good to yourself.